What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Bah, bah. You know what it is. Okay, so the unbeaten Oleksandyr Usyk, 16-0, 12 knockouts, hailing out of Ukraine, coming from that stable of Ukrainian killer with Vasily Lomachenko, has been relieved of another world title, but the World Boxing Council is not letting them go that easily. The WBC Board of Governors has unanimously voted for a favor to grant Usyk the status of champion in recess, which the sanctioning body says it is to allow him to recover from his recent injury and to support him in his attempt to compete in the heavyweight division. The WBC states that Usyk maintains his rights as a world champion, and if he ever decides to move down in weight, it gives Usyk the power to challenge the current champion. Usyk has been out of the ring since November 2018 when he knocked out Tony Bellew in 8 rounds. A few months later, he made a decision to move up to the heavyweight division. In 2018, he cleaned out the Cruiserweight ranks by unifying the WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF world titles. Since making that announcement, he has already vacated the WBA title, which was passed over to mandatory challenger Denis Lebedev. What's up, fight fans? It's 3K the Boss. Okay, man, so we talking about, you know what I'm saying, a very skilled boxer that I'm very highly on 16 fights, you know what I'm saying, having only a few more than Lomachenko. This guy's done a lot more than Lomachenko by becoming undisputed, but Lomachenko isn't far behind him as he gets ready to fight for the WBC title, as he continues to try to unify his titles. But speaking on Oleksandyr Usyk, the Takam fight that was supposed to be scheduled for May 18th had to be pushed back due to the fact that he suffered an injury to his shoulder, I believe it was. But nevertheless, the WBC is allowing his championship belt to sit in recess. Now, we already know that he let go of the WBA, and that went to Denis Lebedev, considering he was the mandatory challenger. But at the same time, with the WBC being in recess, basically means that you know, they're recognizing Oleksandyr Usyk as, you know what I'm saying, the heralded, you know, undisputed, you know, cruiserweight champion, and the fact that they're giving him an opportunity to go up to heavyweight and to compete, they're gonna see how well he does up there before they decide to fully vacate or not. Because if he struggles at that weight, he will have the ability to come back down and automatically get his shot at whoever has the WBC at that time. So, you know, but looking at Oleksandyr Usyk's build and everything, I don't think he'll have a hard time at the heavyweight division. But, you know, Carlos Takam is, you know what I'm saying, a very game-bred fighter. And, you know, it is a tall pecking order for anybody to move up to heavyweight to gauge whether he will do well or not. But like I said, man, I think Oleksandyr Usyk will be successful. To be perfectly honest, him moving up to the heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying, kind of really raised my antennas a lot, because I feel as though Oleksandyr Usyk is, you know, was the most deadly guy in his division. And coming up to the heavyweight, I already considered him to be probably the 4th or 5th most deadly guy in the heavyweight division, to be perfectly honest. And, you know, with him going forward in that division, if he starts racking up wins, as soon as I get to see how he looks in the heavyweight division, it'll change if I feel as though he is the 5th best to moving up above his other competition. Looking at the way Oleksandyr Usyk boxes, he's a very gamey boxer who throws a lot of punches and bunches. Has, you know what I'm saying, nice head movement. People say that his defense is a little suspect because it get hit a lot. But I say that, you know, he's willing to take those hits because, you know what I'm saying, he could walk through them, because he already knows what the person is throwing at him isn't, you know what I'm saying, really affecting him enough to stop that train and keeps coming at him. He's a high-volume puncher who's very light on his feet, who moves around the ring very well, who has power in both of his hands. And I think he's a very deadly puncher. And to be perfectly honest, he's more technically sound than Anthony Joshua. He's more technically sound than Dillian White. The only person that's more technically sound than Oleksandyr Usyk is Tyson Fury. And he would fucking body Wilder. You know, Wilder wouldn't be able to hit Usyk. But, yeah, man. So, like I said, the WBC is in recess. And let's just see what Oleksandyr's going to do when he comes back off his injury, which I really think he'll be successful. But with a guy like Carlos Takam that will continue to come forward, that'll try to apply the pressure, that'll keep going inside, weaving underneath, just trying to come straight down the middle right at you and just try to get inside your body. And Carlos Takam carrying a lot of nice weight, and he has a pretty durable chin. I don't know. This is a good test for Oleksandyr Usyk, but we can gauge, how successful he will be from this fight, considering that he's taking on, top 10, top 15 talent starting off. The boy is no slouch. So that's all I got for you on this article today. Oleksandyr Usyk, WBC in recess. Let's see how he handles the heavyweight division. Let's see how he handles Carlos Takam. You were looking at an undisputed heavy cruiserweight champion with an Ali trophy, moving up to try to conquer the heavyweight division if all goes well. Well, that is all I got for you guys today. As we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Respect to Oleksandyr Usyk, one of my favorite boxers in the cruiserweight and in the heavyweight division right now. Respect, though. You know what it is.